Hello ladies and gents, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna give you my quarterfinal preview of the Indian Wells Masters. Before this tournament started, I had 8 candidates that I thought was gonna reach the quarterfinals. Only 3 of them reached there, and that was Nadal. And those players are Nadal, Rublev, and Alcaraz. The players that didn't make it, they didn't make the cut, was Zverev, Tsitsipas, Ogier Aliassime, Diego Schwartzman, and Yannick Sinner. And Yannick Sinner had to withdraw against Nick Kyrgios due to an illness. So I don't know exactly what happened, but he couldn't play that match. And Nick got that necessary rest because he's gonna face Rafael Nadal in the upcoming quarterfinal. All right, first a little bit about yesterday's matches, the round 4 matches. I'm gonna first go into the Taylor Fritz against Alex Deminar battle. It was a 3-set battle. Fritz managed to win 3-6, 6-4, 7-6. Deminar played a clutch first set. He really didn't do much wrong in that first set. He won that with the break. And after that, Taylor Fritz, who always plays great when he plays in America, got his game on and managed to win the second set 6-4. And in the third set, he was a breakdown, but made a great comeback there in the third set and managed to outlast Deminar. Diminar's percentage number in both his first and second serve was much higher than Taylor Fritz, but Taylor Fritz won because he was the more clutch player. He played better on the big points, and like I said, it wasn't very tough battle. The first set went to a tiebreak, where Taylor Fritz was the stronger guy. All right, one of the other matches was Matteo Berrettini against Kichimanovich. Kichimanovich won that match in 3 sets, 6-3, 6-7, and 6-4 in the third set. He served very great on his both first and second serve in the first set. He won 73% behind both of these serves in the first set. And Berrettini, really, this guy who has a great serve, his first serve is great, but the guy is a horrible returner. He is actually one of the weakest returner on the tour, and he's very one-dimensional. He doesn't protect and guard his second serve like he's supposed to, and that's why he lost this match. Because, in my opinion, when I saw the highlight, I thought that Berrettini played a little bit better, but he struggled when the ball came on his backhand side, and when Kichimanovich served. He's not a serving machine, but he did a great job today. But I think that Berrettini could have done a little bit better. But that is one of his 2 flaws. That is the return game and his backhand. And Kichimanovich, who is a rock-solid baseliner, took advantage of that department in his game. And he stepped into the court when it was necessary and really played great tennis. Even though it was a tight battle, he managed to be very strong in the third set, where he had plenty of breakpoint opportunities. And in the end, he got one and took care of that and served out the match pretty comfortably in the last game there. So, all in all, great performance from Kichimanovich, who is now in the quarterfinals against Taylor Fritz. And then we had Isner against Dimitrov. Dimitrov won that match in straight sets, 6-3, 7-6. I think that even though Isner won a lot of points on his first serve, like he always does, his second serve abandoned him a little bit in the second set. I think that he was a little bit tired. He took a medical timeout, and Dimitrov got one breakpoint opportunity in the first set. He took that immediately and served out the set. In the second set, it was very tight. It went to a tie break. In the end, the Bulgarian dude was much stronger. His big cuts from his forehand was mainly the reason why he won that match. But I think that because Isner is not a great returner, and Dimitrov is not a great returner either. So both of these guys didn't really have any problem of holding the serve. But when Dimitrov got that chance, he took the chance, and it's always difficult to break Isner's serve. So Dimitrov did a great job in the end. He has not looked super shape, not super solid, not super consistent, but now he has taken him and his racket to the quarterfinals, and he's gonna meet Andrei Rublev there, who beat Hurkacz 7-6, 6-4. His first serve was great today. Rublev, he won 92% behind his first serves, and he served a little bit better. He returned a little bit better on the second serve, and I think that was one of those key moments in the match. He actually took his teeth into Hurkacz's second serve. He played some great tennis from the baseline. This hard-hitting ball striker from Russia. I think that Hurkacz, he tried to mix up the game. His game plan was not to let Rublev step into the court and not aiming the ball for his backhand. And Rublev knew also his game plan. He was aiming for Hurkacz forehand side with his cross-court forehand, and that really paid off in the end. And even though the first set was very tight, Hurkacz started the match better than Rublev, but Rublev broke back, I think, and it was like he was a much better player. He's in much better. He and Rafa are the players on tour that has the best form. I think that was his 12th straight victory here, or 13, I forgot. But Rublev is looking rock solid, and now he's gonna take on Dimitrov in the quarterfinal. And then we have Carlito Alcaraz, this tremendous ball striker from Spain. What a player we have on the tour. He has beaten 4 top 10 players 4 times in his career. He has beaten Berrettini twice. He has beaten Tsitsipas once. He has beaten Jannik Sinner once. And today he won 87% behind his first serves and 77% behind his second serve. He won against Gael Monfils 7-5, 6-1. This athletic ball striker, he's always, what I've seen, he's moving to the right direction all the time. He's going slightly forward to the top level guys on the tour. He's there, he's competing with them. He has great returns. He's a wise shot maker. He's very smart. His shot making decisions are very clever, and you can see that this young guy is very mature. It's sparkling tennis from his racket. You know, when you see him, you see that this guy has it. This guy is the real thing. This guy is the real deal. And what can I say? What I said in my previous video about him, I'm not changing my mind. This guy is gonna be a huge player in the future. He's gonna be the guy that's gonna compete for the Grand Slams. Maybe even this year. We don't know that yet. He has a low percentage of unforced errors numbers. He wins a lot of points in his serves. He takes care of his breakpoint opportunities. He is a tremendous mover and quick on his feet. He protects and guards the baseline like a true champion have to do. He knows the game. He knows what he's doing on court, and that's what I like about him. He has smooth, big cuts, and he gets rewarded on his because what I mean, he gets rewarded. He's not afraid of taking chances. If he sees an opening, he goes for the trigger. So Carlo Alcaraz, the only thing that in my opinion, he has to improve his serve a little bit better, his second serve a little bit better, and he needs to know how to play on the net. His net game is still not the most efficient, but he has time on his side. He's very young. I think he's still 18 years. So with these big cuts, that he has from both his wing and the superior firepower that he has, I think that he's going to be in a terrible matchup for his next opponent, and that is Cameron Nori, who beat Brooksby 6-2, 6-4. The only thing that separated these two guys was that Nori converted 4 out of his 9 breakpoint opportunities that he got in Brooksby's serve, and Brooksby, on the other hand, failed. He only converted 2 out of 7 breakpoints, and that separated these guys. They serve okay, both of these guys, but Cameron Nori, the defending champion, is a player that is very hard to beat. Is very hard to hit through. You need some real firepower to do that, and Carlos Alcaraz have that firepower, my friends. But I will not be surprised if Nori takes Alcaraz out, or vice versa. Both of these guys can win this battle, and I'm going to go into that quarterfinal prediction after the last match that I played yesterday, and that was between Rafael Nadal against Rylo Pelker. 2 tiebreakers. Rafael Nadal won 84% behind his first serves and 73% behind his second serve. And Rafael Nadal won this match. Why did he win this match? Of course, you all know that. When you play against Rafael Nadal, you always have to work extra hard for that point. It's hard to get out of his grip, because when Rafael Nadal holds you, he doesn't give you the chance to slide through his fingers. And even though both of these guys served great today, especially Rafael Nadal, I'm impressed. He didn't bomb serve aces in the court, but he played wise, out wide, so the tall American couldn't reach the ball. He made that uncomfortable for him. And Nadal is the guy that always raises his level when it's most necessary in the clutch moments. And now he has won 18 straight matches. He refuses to surrender. Even though Pelker had that break in the second set, Rafael Nadal came back immediately. And what can I say? Rafael Nadal was when Rafael Nadal served, the first 3 points, when the ball is in play, shot free, Rafael is deadly lethal, and he moved around that tall American dude pretty great. His game plan worked. But Pelker played great. He tried. He wasn't afraid of going into duels with Nadal. He wasn't afraid of trading duels with Rafael Nadal. Actually, some of the rallies were really long, and in the second set, Rafael Nadal was a little bit hurt. I think he has a foot injury. You saw that he couldn't move as smooth as he has done before. I don't know how is that going to affect him in the next round, but in these 2 tight sets, one thing separated these 2 guys, and that is that Rafael Nadal returned better than Rylo Pelker. Rylo Pelker wasn't there in Rafael's second serve. Rafael Nadal didn't allow him, and that was the biggest key moment in this match, and that's why Rafael Nadal won 7-6, 7-6. And great performance, not an easy performance against this big server, but Rafael Nadal held his ground and is now in the quarterfinals. All right, into the quarterfinal predictions. First, Kichimanovich against Taylor Fritz. They have met twice. Fritz have won both of those meetings. I think that this match can end either way, but I give Fritz the slightest edge here due to his he has a better serve than Kichimanovich, and I think that he returns a little bit better. But if they're gonna trade, if this going into a grinding party, I think that Kichimanovich really has a decent chance of taking Taylor Fritz out. I will not be surprised, actually. And the second quarterfinal between Nori and Alcaraz, they've met once. They met at the US Open last year, and Alcaraz won in 3 straight sets. He really hit through that defense that Nori had. I think that he was gonna do that again. I give him the favor of 60-40. But Nori is tricky. The slow, fast hard courts use his game. He has time to recoup. He has time to play his defensive game, this unorthodox style that he has. And if he can hold his ground from the baseline, maybe Alcaraz can get a little bit impatient. And I know that Cameron Norrie is going to approach the net plenty of time in that upcoming battle. So that is also one way to win, to shorten out the points, which I think he's going to do because he has a great serve. He's a left-handed player, so he can find those angles. And if Alcaraz doesn't return like a beast, I think that Norrie has a chance. All right, the first quarterfinal is between Rublev and Grigor Dimitrov. They have met 4 times. They have won twice each. And if I have to look at the form, I think that Rublev is in much better form. He serves much better. He gets more rewarded on his first serves and second serves. And he has more firepower than Dimitrov. Dimitrov, on the other hand, has great hands. If he plays great tennis, if he has a good day on court, he will definitely take out Rublev. He took out Medvedev in this tournament last year. So I think that if this inconsistent Bulgarian guy wakes up on the right side, I think that this is going to go to a 3-set battle. All right, then we have a mini blockbuster match between Rafael Nadal and Nick Kyrgios, the match that everybody wants, the match that we can't live without, the battle that everybody waits to see. This is going to be an entertaining match. So the big question is, which side of the bed is Nick Kyrgios going to wake up on? They have met 8 times, 9 if you count that exhibition match that Nick Kyrgios won. 5 of those meetings has gone into Nadal's pocket, and the other 3 into Nick Kyrgios. I think Nick Kyrgios' last win was in 2019 at Acapulco. Rafael Nadal, who is here to collect his 19th straight win, the perfect season. He wants to still continue of playing that. I don't know how much injured his foot is. I don't know much how it's gonna bother him. They are gonna play, and we will see if Nadal plays like he has done through the tournament. He has really to step up his return game against Nick Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios' first serve is one of the best on tour. A serve that you can't buy. A serve that this natural, talented Australian Aussie has is his biggest weapon. And he has his forehand, of course. And then he's going to trouble Rafa of mixing up the game. But it can backfire also, because if Nick Kyrgios is not precision in his shot makings, he's going to go for a lot of drop shots. He's going to try to mix up the game. He's going to do the unexpected against Rafael Nadal. But if he doesn't do that to 100%, his plan is going to backfire, because Nadal is going to stand behind the baseline. He's going to wait for that. And when he has his chance, he's going to whip that topspin forehand against Nick Kyrgios. He's going to penetrate that against Nick Kyrgios' backhand sides. That is Rafa's plan A. His plan B, of course, to return great, somehow to get the ball in play when Nick serves and take his opportunities. Because I trust in Rafael Nadal. He's going to do his job when he serves. He's going to be there in his service game. He's going to make things difficult for Nick Kyrgios. Even though Nick Kyrgios looks sloppy when he's going to return his opponent's serve, he's actually an okay returner. So if he can read Rafael Nadal's serve, get the ball into the play, and take his chances, hold his own serve, this can be in 2 or 3 tie-break battles. But otherwise, that's the only way. That's one of the scenarios. The other scenarios is that Nadal completely destroys him. That Nick Kyrgios is not interested in playing. That his timing and shot selections and precision are not in 100% shape. All right, that is and I give this edge to Rafael Nadal. Of course, I have to mention that also. So Nadal, Rublev, Alcaraz, and Fritz advances to the semifinals, and I'm only confident in Rafael Nadal's match against Kyrgios, even though that can also end either way. And I'm more confident that Rublev will take out Dimitrov. A slight edge to Alcaraz and Fritz. All right, folks, that was all for today. Take care and bye bye.